Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our channel called The Three of Pentacles. We are three tarot card readers, and we love to read on world events and hot topics and news that's floating around. And we also do personal readings as well. In fact, we do sound bowl healings. Lynn does sound bowl healings, and Kaila does energy healings. And by the way, since we're talking about them, I'd like to introduce them to my Wu sisters, Kaila and Lynn.
Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
everyone.
And my name is Barbara. First of all, we'd
Thank you,
like to thank
Barbara.
you all and thank you so much. And first of all, we'd like to thank you all for watching our videos. When you have a YouTube channel and you're new, we're fairly new because we've been on, I think, was it less than a year now? Yeah,
We're
Yes.
almost
Mhm.
getting to a year now by ourselves. Yes.
yeah.
We
And when
kind of
you first get
started
on,
more in January.
Yeah, we
yeah,
definitely got more started in January for sure.
we'll start in January. So it's not easy to have people to come on and listen to your videos and everything like that. Of course, we're not on to get clicks and to be blow up our channel or anything. If that happens, that's fine too. But the most important thing, and I think Lynn and Kyla will agree with me that we want to get the message out. We want to share what we
Yes.
know. We want to share the tarot card readings. We want to share spirituality. We want to share blessings and exchange blessings. So that's what we have. And with that said, we need you all to like, share, and subscribe as much as you can. So, for the algorithms to get the channel out there so we can start getting to different venues and different people in different corners of the YouTube. Do you all agree?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
please.
And we also
Yeah.
want to
So,
share hidden history.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's a great one. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. Yeah. So I want to thank you all for that. And we're going to be doing our 2 week pool. And so this 2 week poll, just like all the 2 week polls that we do, it's not just for entertainment because we're actually reading the energy of the next 2 weeks, what we can expect in the next 2 weeks, what we can look out for, what we can maybe see if it happens in our neighborhood and or in our circles
Mhm.
or on television or YouTube or internet, whatever. So we're reading the energy. So that's what Lynn has pulled these wonderful cards, and we're going to read the energy and what we can expect in the next 2 weeks. Okay. You want to go, Kyla?
Sure.
Okay.
So the first thing that, showed up for all of us is that very first card. And it repeats from the last 2 week poll, the card of widower, and in the exact same position as well as the last 2 week poll. So it leads me to believe that what it's indicating hasn't yet been seen or is yet to happen. So we definitely have to keep an eye out for some kind of event or news coming out. Now, for our viewers, this is being filmed on November 5th, and it should be posted maybe 1 or 2 days after this. So let's see what happens. Who knows when exactly it's going to happen? But just keep that in mind. This specific card could be relating to news of the death of an official person or relative of someone official. With the Hermit card just below, it's really shining a light on something. Or is it asking us to pay attention to the details when some sort of event happens? There's a very specific path on this Hermit card that he seems to be focused on with that light. So again, details might be important here. Now, just below the official person card, we have the Six of Cups. And in this card, it's a bit different to the traditional Six of Cups card. We have a child here, some dark clouds, but the sun is there as well. Is there something about a child coming out as well? Or is a child involved? A child of an official person, perhaps, that we must pay attention to? Or is it that whatever happens, it will look dark and ominous, but the light is illuminating something positive? Let's see. Let's keep an eye out for what comes up. As this card again has shown up for the second time. They really want this message to come across, or some sort of detail that we must pay attention to when it does. Now my eyes go to the card that says Celestial Guidance, Astrological Insights, and Star Wisdom, which I'm very happy to see. I think it's pointing to a point in time right now where there's higher guidance available, and I believe this is always there, but for whatever reason, I think there are many reasons why this might be happening right now, astrological, different energies happening, but it's heightened specifically at this point in time. And with the two cards just above it, I think we're getting some more details here. The number 32 card has these pages floating around that say, Dear Diary. It looks like she has opened a locket that serves almost like a portal. The sense I get from this card is a remembering, reminiscing, traveling, journeying to another place in time, possibly. Even childhood, as she holds on to what looks like a doll. This, together with the Four of Swords just below, the light coming into the glass window and illuminating the feather of wisdom, I get the sense that profound insights, information, rememberings, and guidance is going to come through. This could be in the dream time, at night, or resting states as well. So please pay attention to what's coming across for you. Even past life information possibly needing to be worked on right now. So it's asking us to pay attention, connect to the higher guidance, and work with it, because this might be very valuable for all of us. The number 24 card of the heart with the swans reminds us to stay in a state of self-love and in that loving vibration with ourselves and those around us. The chalice card further adds to that message with the words, "You are worthy of fullness and flow. Open your heart to receive what life is really is ready to offer you in balance, and trust your spirit will thrive." The Six of Wands signals a personal victory that is standing in that heart space, and the Eight of Swords here, specifically in this deck, we see the swords all around this person, but none is piercing through her.
Kyla, it's Nine of Swords.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nine of Swords. Now, with this specific one, it's a little bit different to the usual Nine of Swords. But I'm seeing when I look at this card, is what I'm seeing is like messages and downloads again. So further adding to that message before, it's reminding us to stay in that higher vibration so that we can also receive those messages, and also pushing us forward into that positive mindset as well. That's what I'm seeing with these cards.
Ooh, well said. Well said, Kyla. I get basically the same things. I kind of went more directly to that. So the card that we got 2 weeks ago in the same position, Alla mia cara moglie, that's Italian for my dear beloved wife. And that's the first card on the top left. And it's next to the official person, just like Kyla said. And the official person card, and the hermit is right under it. So 2 weeks ago, it was next to the King of Pentacles.
Yeah.
So here he is. He a high up military person that loses his wife? Is he a wealthy man that loses his wife? Because that's that male figure that always appears behind this, besides this card. The man on the card is dressed almost regally. So could it be King Charles of England? Um, does the person that these cards are talking about, does he live a sheltered life now? Because there's a hermit right under it. And although the hermit does shine a light on things that we need to pay attention to, just like Kyla says, and that could also be a hermit. Maybe he's a hermit like right now, or will he go into hiding when his loved one passes? It shows us that he'll maybe eventually go it alone. Well, just by looking at the image, it looks like she's enjoying herself alone. So and it's right next to the hermit. So it's like almost, will he go it alone, or maybe the beloved Caramolia, the delivered dear beloved wife, maybe she's already passed and he's keeping on a down low, or we just have to keep our eyes open for that one. And the Dear Diary card makes me feel that someone has time alone on their hands and is hoping for a better future. So I keep going back to that first card, and that the official person, along with the Four of Swords beneath it. And this card seems a little daunting, but it's a kind of hidden slash meditative card. So I can't help but to still revert back to the official person card, because this card, and not the official, yeah, to the official person card, which goes back to the very first card with my dear beloved wife. So whoever this person is, that the ether or the spirit world wants us to put attention on, has his wife already passed? Because I see him alone with this card, and the diary card and the hermit card. And so that reminds me of him and his wife. Now the chalice card could almost be almost his wife serving her farewell message to him, because she's saying you're worthy of fullness and flow, et cetera, et cetera. It's almost like she's going to be his guardian angel or something like that. Maybe I'm making a lot too much out of this, but that's what it reminds me of. And the Nine of Swords, maybe, I don't know, maybe she passed already and she passed in a bed. It just gets me this way this time. The celestial guidance, yes, could be her being his guardian angel. And I don't know, it's just reading all about this official. I don't know. That's all I'm getting with him. So we'll keep our eyes open for some news, and then we'll come back and do a short version on what we hear and compare the two. What do y'all think?
That sounds good.
Well, I was thinking with the hermit that the official might be someone that's not necessarily in the spotlight anymore that loses their wife. And then when I was talking to Kaila about it the other day, I said, someone like George George Bush, he hasn't been in the spotlight. So does Laura Bush? Is she the one that actually ends up? Someone that's not in the spot. I'm getting the official person isn't in the spotlight anymore, which is why the hermit is there. And it could end up going back and relating to the children. Even though the Six of Cups is normally a happier card, with this one, she's kind of really swinging in the dark, but the light is coming out, kind of like the light is going to be shining on stuff maybe happening to the little ones. With the Dear Diary card, she's definitely reminiscing. There might be a lot of stuff coming out with the Four of Wands that have been hidden. I mean, the Four of Swords that have been hidden from us, and people might just end up, over the next couple of weeks, reminiscing and wishing things were like they were in the past, perhaps. And then the Love and the Six. I mean, the Six of Wands is always a victory card. So whatever is happening with this, it's going to lead us into a victory. But with the Nine of Swords, a lot of people are going to be scared. And that's when I think the Chalice card kind of comes in, and the Heart or the Swans to go back into that heart center and to remember that, everything's okay. You're worth, you are worthy of everything, and so on and so forth. So celestial guidance always, we're always looking to to the stars for wisdom. But that's
Most
when
of us are anyway, right?
Yeah. Huh?
I said most of us are, or some of us are anyway, right?
Yeah, well, most of us probably watching our channel, but when I saw the Hermit in that again, I'm like going, I wonder if it's been someone who hasn't been in the news lately, someone so focused,
Mm-hmm. It could be someone that hasn't been in the news, or someone that whenever it does happen, or whenever they do announce it, if it's real, because sometimes it's not even real. Sometimes it already
Yeah.
happens previously. But once it does, he'll go into the hiding. He'll go into leading that life by himself and start writing in his diary,
Yeah.
swinging on the swing by himself, like that card, like the Six of Cups, and meditating on his own, like the Four Swords. So it's just really something how. So when you pull these cards, you just pull them just like you always do, and that first card came out just like the last time, huh?
Yep. Yep.
That's
Yeah, when I
that's
flipped it over, I was like, oh, that's interesting. It either didn't happen or it's going to happen again to someone else, because there's so much that the news doesn't cover. We don't know, we don't know what they're hiding from us. So,
So we could either hear about it or we might not even hear about it. But that's what the cards say.
yeah,
And cards don't lie.
but people
But
do,
people
People
do.
do.
People do.
especially in the news media.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Did you all want to add anything to any closing comments on our 2-week pool?
I don't think so. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks.
Definitely. And if you guys do hear of some death of some prominent person, you can feel free to leave it in the comments, because sometimes we don't always pay attention to the news. We might miss it. So let's see what happens in the next 2 weeks. And we want to wish you all a great 2 weeks ahead. The energy is quite intense for a lot of people right now. I hope you all are doing well and things continue to move forward positively.
Yeah, astrologically,
Exactly.
things are
It
crazy.
really is,
If you go
yeah.
watch Meg Moonbeam's thing, like
Yeah.
this week in particular, like you said, we're this November 5th, which is actually the full moon, the full beaver moon tonight.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling it. And she
yeah.
said, look out for travel, issues with travel, and we've been
be
seeing
careful
that.
traveling. And then we've already seen some a plane crash and another plane.
Disruptions. too.
Yeah, there's been disruptions. Plus that with the government shutdown, I don't know how the control towers are. So be careful if you
That's
got
true.
people. Yeah.
That's crazy. Put on your armor of God. Put on your armor of the universe, the armor
That's
of
the
spirit
best
and following.
advice. Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, excellent. Thank you for watching our video. And Kyla, you want to let everybody know where we can be seen, found, and heard?
Sure. So we are on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, and Facebook. So please check the description box below for all of that information. We want to remind you, we will never contact you first for anything. So please beware of scammers. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.